and followed him. They didn't hesitate. They didn't make excuses. They enlisted in the army of God. They didn't make excuses. And that's the challenge for each and every one of us. Fall like these guys did. God says, drop your nets. What are you holding on to? What's holding you back? Drop your nets. Follow me with all of your heart, soul, mind, and strength. Enlist yourself. Give yourself over to the Great Commission to be a fisher of men, to make disciples of all nations. That's the one and only purpose that you can have in this world. You can decide today to be commissioned by embracing the Great Commission, Matthew 28. You have been chosen. You've been given a purpose. Quit making excuses. Quit your stinking thinking. Quit blaming God for all of the trouble in your life. Answer his call. You don't have to be strong. The Bible says, 1 Corinthians 1:26, he chooses the weak to shame the strong. Think of all the great men in the Bible and the great women in the Bible that God chose to do great things. But look at their weaknesses. He chose them in a time of weakness. Noah got drunk. Abraham was too old. Isaac was a daydreamer. Jacob was a liar. Leah wasn't that good looking, the Bible says. Joseph was abused and cast out by his family. Moses stuttered. Gideon was afraid and an excuse maker. Samson had lust problems. Rahab was a prostitute. Jeremiah and Timothy were too young. David had an affair and had somebody murdered. Elijah was suicidal. Isaiah preached naked. Jonah ran from God. Naomi was a widow. Jacob lost his kid, went bankrupt and had skin problems. John the Baptist ate bugs. Peter denied Christ not once but 3 times. The disciples fell asleep while praying. Martha worried about everything. The Samaritan woman was divorced not once but 5 times. Zacchaeus was too small. Paul was too religious. Timothy had an ulcer, and Lazarus was dead. What do you have that's worse than that? If God can use them, he can use you.